Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love in our nation. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I just rolled out of bed 20 minutes ago. That's why I'm a few minutes late. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. All right? I'm a little sleepy still. For the record, I am rooting for Canada to win this hockey game. I do not want to play Finland in the gold medal game. Just so that everyone is aware. Just so everyone knows, I am rooting for Canada. And to prove it, I've got the Labatt Blue Canadian lager. Wait, why am I? Labatt Blue with the maple leaf on it. Maple leaf on it. I am rooting for Canada. Did you sleep face down? Wow, very funny, Dad. I am very burnt. Actually, I should get my lotion. You just made me self-conscious. I should lotion my forehead. I got burnt really bad. People kept asking why I'm red in the last live stream. Oh, this is perfect. I can just look at the camera while I apply my skincare. Now I'm going to look super glazed. Chad, I'm not going to lie. I have a bad feeling about this game for Canada. I really hope they win. Just Crosby out. Looking at this lineup with Crosby out, they have Reinhart listed as the 13th forward, which boggles my mind. Like, is Sam Reinhart really going to play 7 minutes in this hockey game? Reinhart's the 13th forward, and all of a sudden you have Bo Horvat and Seth Jarvis on your second line. I'm sorry. With Morrissey out, Crosby out, when I'm looking at the lines, like Canada's line compared to the U.S., literally on paper, the U.S. are better. Like, beforehand, coming into the tournament, you would say on paper, Canada's better just because of the top-end talent. But now when I'm looking around and taking a gander at this Canada lineup, I don't think it's a stronger lineup than the Americans have. I really don't. And I would imagine, like, there's no way Crosby's actually going to play. There's no way Crosby's actually going to play in the gold medal game. Like, that dude, that leg looked all sorts of fucked up. We're all in agreement on that, right? I mean, it would be awesome if he could. I think it's going to be like a Matthew Tkachuk at Four Nations situation where he suits up, maybe goes out for one shift, and then just rides the pine for the rest of the game. Here's Macklin Celebrini. Gets hit hard in the corner. Attaboy, Mikola. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm rooting for Canada. I'm not rooting for Macklin Celebrini. You have to understand. You have to understand. All right, let's see how Canada breaks it out. Makar gets it up. Yeah, okay, they said it was knocked down with a high stick, so we get a whistle. We get a whistle here. I should turn this volume down on this TV. I need to order some breakfast, too. I'm going to be streaming, chat. I'm going to be live all day. And then after the U.S. game, I'm interviewing Ben Pope. So I'm not going to be leaving this set up until 6 p.m. I'm going to need some grub. Okay? I'm going to need some brekkie. Wouldn't Finland be an easier game for the U.S.? No. Finland is a much better team than Slovakia. Finland is an all NHL team with like NHL stars. Finland, if this Finland roster was an NHL team, they'd be a Stanley Cup favorite. They'd be a Stanley Cup favorite if they were an NHL team. They're stacked. The Slovaks do not have nearly as much NHL talent. How many guys do they even have? Yeah, no, the U.S. definitely have the easier of the two matchups, but the U.S. had the way harder quarterfinal matchup. So, like, it's not, you can't be like, oh, Canada had a harder path. No, they didn't. The U.S. had to get through Sweden, who's the third best hockey country. You know? They've got a few guys. The Slovaks have a few. Honestly, and they've got a few guys on defense too. They've got a few guys in the forward group. They got a few guys on defense. Cernak, Nemec, Ferivari on the back end. And then the forward group, they got like Dalibor, Dvorsky, Slefkovsky, Tomáš Tatar, legend. Martin Pospisil. You guys, I mean, ball knowers know how much I hate that guy. Oh, what am I doing? Gotta get this clock right. Uh-oh. Great look for Canada. Wilson not able to put it in backdoor. Granlund gets it out for Finland. Wow. Wilson should have had a tap in. Sitting in the airport and flight delayed, so now missing USA game. Forgot Bluetooth charger too, so was hoping to watch yours for USA. Damn. That is chopped. Listerainen works it in. What a pass to Lindell. Ooh. Didn't get much on that shot. Bennington's able to make the easy glove save. Listerainen and Lindell, man. That's pretty sick that they have them on their third line together. Just the Florida duo, the Florida third line is their third line. Who's better, Canada or Finland? Canada's way better than Finland, like on paper. They have more star players. Like Canada has all stars on their fourth line. Canada has Sam Reinhart as their 13th forward, which I think is just, I don't think that really speaks to the depth of Canada. I think that speaks to John Cooper being a Florida Panther hater. Oh! Finland get a good look. They get one of the net. Mikko Rantanen deflects the puck, but Binnington got a piece. All right, Lehkonen gains the line for Finland. Here's Rantanen. What a pass. Oh, my gosh. Bo Horvat with a great defensive play for the Canadians. Jarvis carries it out but gets dispossessed immediately. Oh, my gosh. Big hit in the corner from Seth Jarvis. Finland gets it in deep. Big hit from Granlund. Now another big hit from Hintz. Finland taking a page out of the... I'm loving this as a USA fan. Finland taking a page out of the Czechs' book and just playing super physical, finishing every single check. As an American who's going to be playing this team next, I'm happy about that. Ooh! Mikola's shot gets blocked. All right, here's Suzuki wheeling through the neutral zone. Tries to get a return pass. It doesn't get to him. Mikkola does well. Finland breaks it out. Harley keeps it in the zone, though. UC Saros has to play it behind his net. Ristolainen carries out for the Finns. He dumps it in. Uh-oh! Turnover, Canada. Bad play along the wall. Couple good looks for Lindell. Bennington makes the save. Really bad play along the wall. Here's Celebrini, though, for the Canadians. Shoots. His shot gets blocked. Listerainen's just going to hoist it out. Then why would you rather play Canada in the championship? How can I explain this in terms that you understand? I'm trying to think of a good sports comparable for you, Elia. Elia, I don't care about winning gold if we don't beat Canada. It's USA and Canada. Those are the two best nations. That's the rivalry. I don't care about winning a gold medal against Finland. I don't. it won't move me. It won't, like, I'll be very excited. I'll be fired up. I'll talk a lot of shit. I'll say the US are the best hockey nation on the planet. You know, I'll still get to do all that. But if the US win the gold medal without beating Canada, it doesn't mean as much to me. It doesn't mean, it's a Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. You didn't beat the, you know, you didn't beat the top dog. So it wouldn't mean anything to me. It's because USA Canada would be fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, the game itself will be insane. But just as a USA hockey fan, like, I know we have to beat the bad guy. Like, there's no point of, if that makes sense. Like, it just won't do it for me. I myself won't feel like we won the gold medal if we never play Canada. It's just, like, personally. The Canadians will, like, you know, if the U.S. loses today, they'll celebrate it like, you know. The Canadians will celebrate it like it won't matter to them because they're gutless. And they'll be like, oh, the U.S. lost to Slovakia. Ha, 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 ha. It won't be a Mickey Mouse gold medal to them if they beat Slovakia. I'll tell you that much. What's up, Rye? Poppy Ryan guy. All right, power play for the Finns. Here's Rantanen. Back to the point. Hiskinen. Over to Rantanen. Down low, Aho. Back to Rantanen. Oh, what a feed! Rantanen looking for Granlund back post. Puck didn't quite get there. It was a good pass from Mikko. Hiskinen's going to curl back. Finland tries to work it in. Really good defensive work for the Canadians. They get it out immediately. Marner skates up the ice to forecheck. Disrupts Hiskinen a little bit. Finland power play unit's going to have to change here. Ripping and tipping. Day's almost done. Hell yeah. Your day's almost done. Mine's just begun. Ooh, a sausage and egg, buy one, get one free bagel sandwich. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Everything bagel, ball knowers know. Makar gets it out for the Canadians. And I'm going to add hot sauce to this bad boy. Here's Marchand. Gains the finish line. Plays it behind the net. Oh, puck got out of play somehow there. We have a whistle. We have a whistle, chat. Dude, I'm doing a bagel and cream cheese too, like a little slut. Sorry. I'll do a cinnamon raisin. Blueberry or jalapeno bagel for my bagel and cream cheese, chat. Very tough decision. Processing. Bagel choosing, sequencing. I don't know. I can't make the decision. I need to outsource my bagel decision to the hive mind. Please like the stream. Let's get some likes on this bad boy. I still can't believe Canada, that Czech Canada game. That was insane. I still can't believe the US Finland game. That was also insane. That was also nuts. Well, this game is one way to find out if I'm still paying for Peacock. It just isn't worth it otherwise. Wait, are these games on YouTube TV? I didn't even look. Jalapeno and garden salsa cream cheese would slap. Fine. I'll do the jalapeno. Oh my gosh, so many bagels for just $16. Thank you very much, Uber Eats, for having that buy one get one free deal. That's elite. Very elite. Food is ordered. Food is ordered. Oh, I should have gotten a Bev. Oh, wait, I think I have a Coke Zero in the fridge. Let's go. Oh my gosh, my life is perfect. Two semifinal games, two banger hockey games, Coke Zero in the fridge. Does it get better than this, chat? I couldn't find it on YouTube TV. Okay, good to know. Because I haven't even looked yet, and I know normally NBC stuff is on YouTube TV. All right, here comes McJesus. He dumps it in for the Canadians. Saros tries to play it behind the net. He misses. So does Lissarainen. Shot from the point. Blocker save from Saros. Here's Celebrini on the wall. Passes it to McKinnon. This is the nuclear option for the Canadians. McKinnon, McDavid, Macklin, Celebrini. The Mac line. The two best players in the world and a terrorist. Here's Marner. Backhands one over to Suzuki. Suzuki was looking for Stone, didn't have him. Back to the point. So that Parayko gets it in deep. Armia gets it out of the zone for the Finns. Oh, maybe a trip there? Not called. Kiviranta hit the deck there. That looked offsides, but it wasn't. Seems like Eric Haula went in a little early. Marner wins the puck well. Gets it to Harley. Nervy pass from Harley to Suzuki, but Canadians are fine. Parayko shields the puck and gets it in. Man, this Canada blue line. I'm sorry. Look, can I be honest with you guys? That Sweden-USA game, I do wish our forecheck looked a lot better than it did. Like, I thought our forecheck was going to be our bread and butter. I thought we were just going to pound teams. Sweden's blue line did really well breaking that pressure. But for the record, I do think that Sweden's blue line is better at moving the puck than the Canadians. I really do. I really do. Like, watching that Canada-Czech game, I just feel like this Canada blue line is going to turn the puck over. When they're pressured, they will turn the puck over. This Canadian team in general just gives up chances. They do. They give up significantly more good looks than the Americans do. But the double-edged sword is the Canadians create much more offense than the Americans do. It really is an offense versus defense battle if we get USA-Canada in the gold medal game. And I can't wait to see it. Granlund tried to hit McKinnon there. Overload for the Finns along the boards. Teuvo Teravainen, Blackhawks legend. My king, Teuvo Teravainen. It would be a little funny if Canada lost in the semis after snubbing Bedard. I mean, Cole, you do realize I would make a video about it today. That would be my face on the thumbnail. Can you believe these guys? Get a load of these guys. I would talk so much shit. All right, I'm running to get this Coke Zero. I thirst for it. Don't look at my room. Oh my gosh, on this Ethernet cable. Me and the devil. A little nervous about the Slovakia game. Can I be honest with you? I'm not at all. I'm not at all. We got through our tight game against Finland. I'm not worried about Slovakia. But I understand that I maybe should be. I'm just not. McKinnon, tough angle shot. Saros, that near post. He closed that little gap upstairs. He closed it quick. Finland waits. They get a change. They get it in. Binnington plays it behind the net. Passes it to Harley. Ooh, Harley. Fan on the pass there. Parayko looks for a pass. Doesn't connect. Goes all the way into the finish zone. Finland breaks it out. Uh-oh. Montempallo got dispossessed in the neutral zone. Finland dumps. Can't get it in deep, though. Here's Thomas Harley. Finds Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett shoots. UC Saros with the save and just sends his teammate Mikkola straight into the UC Saros. I mean, that was the most blatant. That was the most blatant Sam Bennett shit I've ever seen. Was that his first shift? It wasn't, but that was the first time I noticed him, and he just barrels his teammate with the Florida Panthers, Nico Mikkola, straight into UC Saros. That was the most obvious shit in the world. That's the Sam Bennett effect there. I can't believe the Canadians weren't originally bringing Sam Bennett to this tournament. They're so soft up front, and they were like, yeah, we can afford to not have Sam Bennett. What a joke. Sam Bennett cornball move. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what he's there to do. That is exactly what Sam Bennett is there to do, and he knows his job. He knows that it. Brad Marchand out on the ice yelling some F-bombs. Oh, Sam Bennett's in the box for that. I mean, he should. That should be a penalty. That was the most obvious thing in the world. He literally hit Mikkola directly into Saros. He's such a fucking rat. I mean, I love it. I love it. Like, I do. As much as it hates me, as much as it pains me to say. I do love that from Sam Bennett. I would be screaming. I would be screaming if that was the U.S. net, obviously, you know. If he did that to the Americans, I'd be calling for his head. So they're breaking down Saros' play in the net. He's got to be aggressive, though. He's got to be aggressive on the first shot. He just does. Because Canada's going to get good looks. With their speed and their passing ability, they're going to get good looks. Saros is going to have to come out of his net. And, I mean, if you're Canada, you should be looking for that one extra pass. But that's exactly what I want them doing. I want Canada looking for too many passes and not having that killer instinct to just shoot. Set those bad habits in. Oh my gosh, Finland scores off the face-off. Oh no. Off the face-off on the Sam Bennett minor. Finland rips it past Jordan Binnington. In John Cooper's smug-ass face. Was it Rance? Was it Mikko? Mikko Magic, of course. Finland, like, not even... They're not faced. Finland's here to win this hockey game, chat. Yep. Aho wins the draw. Rantanen just snipes it top shelf. Jordan Binnington. Jordan Binnington snoozing on that draw. Wow. Finland up 1-0. Guys, I'm concerned about this game for the Canadians. I am. I look at this lineup and I'm just not like, it's not scary. This lineup with one less guy in it and one less defenseman, it's like the blue line's kind of ass. Why can't I help myself kind of liking this? I know. It's going to be hard for me not to revel in any sort of discomfort here for the Canadians, I'll be honest. Oh, Yeah, so Bo Horvat got a piece of that puck and it got it on edge, and so it just came flying off Rantanen's stick, beat Binnington glove. I don't even know if that tip, like Horvat getting a tiny piece of that as he's shooting it, I don't know if Rantanen wouldn't have still scored without that. Like, I think he got a lot on that shot. I don't think Binnington was ready. I think it could have gone under his glove. All right, here's McDavid. He's not going to go out without a fight. Shoots one. Good save, Saros. Gosh, McDavid's so good. Here's Wilson. Ooh, almost got it into Celebrini. Good defensive play from the Blackhawks. Teuvo Teravainen. Finns are stacked. They are. The Finns are stacked. And they've got like a real lineup. Like they've got bottom six guys. They've got like good bottom six players, you know? Like their third line is the Florida Panthers' third line, you know? Like it's the third line on the best team of the past 3 years. So and like Lindell, Listerainen have had that McDavid assignment before, you know? Oh, tip from the point. That was a good look for the Canadians. Capo Caco tries to work it out to center, takes a couple hits. You know, it's like the Finnish third line has literally had the McDavid assignment before. So it's not like it'll be foreign to them. They're not going to be overwhelmed. Here's Rantanen with speed into the Finnish zone. Shot comes in. Oh, Lehkonen shot squeaked through. I thought that got past Binnington. He got enough on it to put it wide, though. Here's McKinnon. Gets a nice stick check there from Heiskanen. Jarvis on the forecheck wins the puck. Can't get it to Horvat, though. Wall battle. Finland gets it out. This would be so funny, but not worth losing. US-Canada. That's kind of exactly how I feel, Holt. Like, it would, like, my heart, like, does, like, I do want to laugh at them so bad. Like, I would absolutely revel in it. I would make the funniest videos talking shit. I would talk so much shit on Twitter. It would be amazing. But I need US-Canada. Like, I do. I need it. It wouldn't be worth it. But if it's what I get, like if what I get is Canada losing to Finland in the semifinal game, Canada playing for bronze, like if that's what I get, I'll take that. All right? Like I will take that and I will run with it. McDavid wasn't happy about that icing call. Let's see if they can get up the ice quick enough. McDavid gains the line, shoots one. Saros gloves it and intentionally does not freeze it to avoid the D-zone draw. That's the end of period one. Finland up 1-0 in what was a pretty back-and-forth hockey game. Finland had a couple of power play opportunities. They looked good at times. I think Finland should have the 1-0 lead, if I'm being honest. They've played very well in this first period. This is not going to be a walk in the park for the Canadians. I think we can all agree on that right now. But we'll see. Also, I'm so pissed. I can't pull up highlights. Like, I would love to watch the U.S. women's gold medal victory yesterday against Canada. I would love to pull that up and revel in it on stream. My friend just texted, Canada's losing? Yeah, this Canadian team is not as good as... all these people saying this is the best team ever assembled. Stop smoking pack. Stop smoking crack. There was a Canada team with prime Crosby, Jonathan Toews, Jerome McGinley. Like there were Canada teams with like actual good two-way players. Like, I'm sorry, Nick Suzuki is not Jonathan Taves. He's not even close. He's not even fucking close. This this Canada forward group that everyone like thinks is completely untouchable and insane. They're not like physically frightening. They're not mean. They're not physical. I mean, how many times are we going to get this lesson in the Stanley Cup playoffs over and over again? Like, yes, the game is moving more towards the speed and skill, but it's the bullies who win every single year. Think about it. Think about the past few years. You know? It's Florida. It's Vegas. It's that St. Louis Blues team. You know? You need like grinders. You need two-way, like physical, really good forecheckers. You can't just have like. I just think this Canadian team is so overrated. People were telling me before this tournament that they were going to wipe the floor with the Americans, that it wasn't going to be close, and it was like, what are you talking about? We just saw like the U.S. and Canada split games at the Four Nations. The game that the Canadians beat the U.S. at the Four Nations, they won in overtime. Like, the massive overrating of this Canadian team just because they beat up on France 10-2. It's like, and I did not waver for a second. I know I was gone in Florida, so like you guys weren't seeing me in videos or streams or anything, but like people were DMing me. People were all in my mentions on Twitter freaking out saying the U.S. didn't have a chance. Those same people are not hitting me up right now. Like, it's been really quiet from those exact people over the past few days. People thought they could do hockey math and be like, oh, the U.S. only beat Denmark 6-3 and Canada beat France 10-2. So that means Canada is going to wipe the floor with everyone and not get This Canada team their blue line is pretty good. Like, it's better than your average NHL blue line, but it's not close to the Americans. I said that before the tournament. People said, no, the blue lines are close. No, they're not. Look again. Go look again. Go look again at the blue lines. They're not close. The Americans' blue line is so much better. Jordan Binnington has made some good saves. Stop acting like he's impenetrable. Jordan Binnington has not been unbeatable this tournament. Finns are a good hockey team? Yeah. Yeah, they might beat Canada. I know that the Finns are a good hockey team. My problem is people were talking about this Canada team like they were completely unbeatable. Like this wasn't possible. All I'm saying, this Canada team is incredible. All I'm saying is that this aura of like invincibility, this aura of like no one's going to touch them, it's a joke. They're good. They're not that good. They're not that good. This is not the best team I've ever seen. Canada in past Olympics had all-star lineups with fucking Carey Price, you know? This team with Travis Sanheim and Drew Doughty and Colton Parayko and Jordan Binnington on the back end is not the best team ever assembled. Stop saying it's the best team ever assembled just because you have McKinnon, you know, you have McKinnon, McDavid, Celebrini. Like, the top line is scary. Everything else... My friend said, I said Canada's not as good as everyone thinks. My friend said, why didn't you say anything, you dum-dum? I've literally been saying it to him for the past 3 weeks. Literally pleading with him to bet on the USA. I try to tell him. I try to tell you guys. Canada's still going to win this game, I think. Hopefully. It'll be close, though. It'll be close. And U.S.-Canada is going to be super tight, you know? Unless Canada gets even more banged up. If Canada gets banged up in this game, U.S.-Canada could get ugly. I really think it could. This is like perfect situation for the Americans, though. Like, they got that Sweden game under their belt. They faced that adversity. They were on the ropes, but they got through the toughest team. They got through the toughest team before the gold medal game. until Canada. I'm not saying Sweden's tougher than Canada. I'm just saying, like, the toughest team they were going to play before the gold medal game. They got through them, right? Pretty unscathed. Like, U.S. are not dealing with any sorts of injuries. And then if they do to Slovakia what they should, this should be a pretty comfortable 3-1, 3-0, 4-1 win for the Americans. Like, it should be. We'll see, you know. Obviously, tournament play, anything can happen. Slovakia could get 1 or 2 early, and then all of a sudden they're parking the bus, and it's like, uh-oh, this Team USA team that struggled to score a little bit, all of a sudden they've got to, you know, find goals somewhere. Like, that could happen, but realistically, it should be a comfortable victory for the Americans, and if it is, if Canada just has to battle tooth and nail with Finland, they do it with Czechia, they do it with Finland, and then all of a sudden they come into the gold medal game without Crosby, without Morrissey, pretty beat up. Nathan McKinnon's health is questionable, and all of a sudden you got the big bad Americans with a healthy Matthew Tkachuk, with a healthy Quinn Hughes, which they didn't have at Four Nations. I know those Canadian players are mentally tough and very confident, and they believe they're the best, but I don't know how you can't go into that game with a little bit of doubt. Maybe I'm wrong, you know? Maybe Canada blows the brakes out of the U.S. and I'm just talking for nothing. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I don't see a comfortable Canada win against the Americans. Is Kyle Connor going to play again in this tournament? Maybe just because Clayton Keller played 4 minutes. Clayton Keller played like 4 minutes against Sweden. Him and Kyle Connor have both been like, and so that's everyone freaking out about Jason Robertson. Like, that would be the position that Jason Robertson's in. He would be that top end scorer that's being forced to play third, fourth line minutes, you know? And so Jason Robertson could totally be struggling the exact same way Kyle Connor and Clayton Keller have. Like, that's just reality. People just like see the name and be like, Jason Robertson. Would Jason Robertson be doing well on the third line? Maybe you say you have Jason Robertson on the Matthews line with Boldy instead of Gensel. Like, maybe you make that argument. And that's where you got to tip your cap to Jack Hughes. Like, I've been so critical of Jack Hughes. I'm not anymore. The way he has stepped up in this tournament, he started on the fourth line has worked his way up. They've had to play him because he's been so good on the fourth line, getting those kind of minutes, getting those matchups. Jack Hughes has been good. He's stepped up, which he didn't last year at Four Nations. You know? So you got to tip your cap to Jack Hughes because Clayton Keller and Kyle Connor, kind of similar, you know, finesse skill players, perimeter guys that are the best players on their teams. They haven't been able to do it. Jack Hughes has been able to do it. So you got to give Jack Hughes credit. And also, I've been arguing with people on Twitter. Let's stop with the Matthews narrative. Like, I am the biggest Toronto Maple Leafs hater you will find. I don't like I'm not an Austin Matthews fan. I'm not a Maple Leafs fan. I hate the Maple Leafs, to be honest with you. Austin Matthews has been fantastic this tournament. Like, Austin Matthews is literally embodying what this U.S. team was built to do. You know? This U.S. team is supposed to be that two-way defensive shutdown, physical, you know, opportunistic. That's the counterattacking. That's what this U.S. team is built for. Austin Matthews has completely embodied that. Like, I think his play against Sweden, I think he was amazing. Blocking shots. Like, he put the ego aside. I'm watching this guy stretch out his leg to block shots from the point. Like, I'm watching him eat shots. I'm watching him go into the corners and battle. Like, he's the second forward into the corner and he's battling his heart out. That's what we needed from Austin Matthews. As a USA fan, he's leading the team in points. Austin Matthews is doing exactly what I need him to do as a USA fan. So I'm so done hearing people like say, "Oh, Austin Matthews." What are we watching? He's leading this American team. Austin Matthews is being the first guy to do what Mike Sullivan's asking every player on this team to do. Austin Matthews is carrying his hard hat into work and getting to work, you know? I really am sick of the Celebrini praise from this tournament. No shit, he was going to do well. Anyone, Bedard included, would do well in that position. He has been really good. Like, I can't discredit him, but yes, I do think if Connor Bedard was playing with McDavid and McKinnon, he would be lighting it up, you know? Agree about Matthews. I hate the Leafs, but he's been good. The narrative is overblown. The only difference I'd point out is that Jason Robertson is tied for third in NHL goal scoring. It's not nothing. Well, like, yes, Jason Robertson has more goals, but like Kyle Connor's top 10 too. You know, like Kyle Connor is really close there to Jason Robertson. Like, you know, what are the NHL, like, how many points behind Jason Robertson is KFC? I guess, yeah, he's got the goals, but Kyle Connor is 2 less points. Kyle Connor is 2 less points than Jason Robertson, you know? Robertson's got 7 more goals, but Connor's got more assists than him. Connor's got 5 more assists than Robertson. Robertson's got a few more goals. You know, it's like, it's not like he's massively outproduced Kyle Connor. He has massively outproduced Clayton Keller, though. You know? So you bring Clayton Keller ends up not playing them. Like, I'm sure if you could go back, Bill Guerin would never admit that, but I'm sure if he could go back, he probably would take Jason Robertson over Clayton Keller. But like those are the guys he'd play over. Everybody like pointing the finger at JT Miller and Vinny Trocheck. They're centermen. They're the PK guys. They're taking all the important draws. JT Miller's been bad. JT Miller's just been bad at his job. Like, you can't tell me the Americans couldn't have found someone better for that specific job. He's been bad. Trocheck has not been as bad as like people just like punching on Vinny Trocheck. Vinny Trocheck's face-off percentage at this tournament is like over 60%. You know? Like, Vinny Trocheck has done his job. The PK has been perfect. The PK hasn't given up a goal. So, like, if J-Rob came in, it wouldn't be JT Miller or Vinny Trocheck or Brock Nelson sitting. It wouldn't be one of those guys coming out. It would be Clayton Keller or Kyle Connor, which I would be okay with. Like, I would take that. I would take Jason Robertson over those guys, but I'm not the GM. You have to get shots on Binnington. He will break. Yeah, totally. He's not impenetrable. Like, you just have to, you know, seize your opportunities. Brother, I could score on a line with McDavid and McKinnon. Celebrini has looked really good, though. Go Sumi. Yes. Go Finland. No, I'm supposed to be cheering for Canada. I'm supposed to be. I am. I'm cheering for Canada. It felt good to see Rantanen score that goal. I'm excited to see how Canada looks in the second period. What are you guys' thoughts, though, on that first period? Can I get early thoughts from my chat, please? Early thoughts on that first period? What's your guys' assessment of that period? I kind of gave mine already. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Not overreacting. Canada's still going to win. Is it time for Canada to worry a little bit? we could really use a certain number 98 right now? I think you could. I think you guys could use 98. Especially with Crosby out. Having some high-end talent there. You think if you told the Canadians that in the semifinal game, Bo Horvat and Seth Jarvis would be on their second line, you think Canadians would still be like, yeah, let's leave Bedard at home? You know? Like if they would have known Jarvis and Horvat were on the second line. Because that's what we heard. Jarvis and Horvat, you know, they're better depth players. Will Bedard be able to play in the bottom six? Jarvis isn't playing in the bottom six. You know? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Still thinking I would have picked Bedard over Stone, Jarvis, Bennett. I'd take Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett is not a guy that I would leave at home for an important hockey game. Like, I think you need Sam Bennett in your lineup to win games, like guys like that. But Bo Horvat, Seth Jarvis, you could do without one of those guys and bring 98. All right. We are live in the second period. We are underway. I think Canada goes to the gold medal TBH. They seem to pull wins when it matters. Yeah. I do want them to sorely lose. Still, I already read that. Yeah. I agree. Like, I think Canada's going to find a way to win this hockey game. But I could totally see a nervy finish. Sam Bennett took a dumbass penalty in the first. Yeah, it did cost them, I will say. But, like, I do. Oh, my gosh. What a shot block from Luosterainen. He just got shot. What a dog blocking that shot. This Finnish team is going to completely sell defensively. They are going to give their bodies to the cause. Harley's stick missed Bennett there. Marchand back to the point. Here's Shea Theodore over to Thomas Harley. Shoots one. Misses. Mikula tries to gallivant the puck out of the zone. Loses that at the blue line to his teammate Marchand. Oh, Theodore's shot misses wide. A really good shift here for the Canadians to start the period. Finland hoists it out. Will it go for icing? Waved off. Teravainen gets it in deep for the Finns. Bennington plays it behind his net. Yeah, it might have been France. It doesn't matter who Canada beat up on in the prelims. To be honest with you, those games mean nothing. We saw how much tighter the Czechs played them in the quarterfinals compared to how they did in the prelims, you know. Oh, good blocker save from Saros. Really good start of the period for the Canadians. Dominant from them. Makar's looking to bring it right back in. Chips it in to his teammate Devontae's. Devontae's in the corner. Hard rim. McKinnon has got space. Oh, I thought he had Celebrini there. Was looking for his teammate Makar. The Avs line out there. Celebrini rims it. Bounces over the stick of McDavid. Oh, it gets through Makar at the blue line. Brutal. Couple Finns able to change. Actually, just Teravainen. The Finnish D are tired, chat. Big win along the wall. Not good enough from Wilson there. The Finnish defenseman can't change yet, though. Shot goes wide from Harley. Over to Parayko. One-timer Celebrini misses the net, and it's going to get all the way out. The Finns D are going to change off that missed shot from Macklin Celebrini. Delayed penalty, though. Canada power play going to have an opportunity here. They have the goalie pulled. Here's McDavid. Into the zone, loses the puck at the blue line. We get the whistle. Yes, my food, my grub. Where the fuck did he put my food, bro? Whew. We got it. Finland gets it out off the face-off. Good start to the PK for them. Here's McDavid flying. Gains the line over to Reinhart. Reinhart gets dispossessed. Finland gets it out. Oh my gosh, they're going to have a chance shorthanded. Here's Erik Haula on the backhand. Scores! Oh my goodness. A shorthanded goal for the Finns, and they're up 2-0. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. What a move from Erik Haula. Sam Reinhart getting absolutely bodied along the wall there. And the Finns are up 2-0. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Yoel Armia with an absolute monster of a play. And Erik Haula, forehand, backhand. How you doing? Jordan Binnington putting it where Nan keeps the cookies. Top shelf. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh, chat. Man, everyone told me this Canada team was going to blow out the Americans. This is the best team ever assembled, I was told. The best team I ever assembled, I was told. Very interesting. I don't know if I'd say that. Wait, the cream cheese isn't on the bagel? I have to do that? They're outsourcing the labor to me? Canada's still on the peeper here. Finland gets it out of the zone. I didn't start the clock there for a bit. Saros tries to slow the puck behind the net. It gets through him, though. Let's see if Canada can score on the rest of this power play. Good keep there from Canada. I didn't see who that was. Here's Marchand in the corner. Broken stick for Canada. Finland gets to clear it. No way. Hey, Canada, y'all want to do something here? LFG, Canadian referees in Canadian game. Shame, effing cheaters. Well, as of right now, ball don't lie. Here's Celebrini, though. Good blocker save from Saros. Mikola's got space, should be able to get this out. He does. That's going to do it for the Canada power play. Maybe Canada, everyone double wristing this Canadian power play. Maybe they don't want power plays because that didn't go well for them. Turnover, Celebrini. McDavid. Oh, gosh, he's good. Icing on the Canadians. Chat. I need to go to Twitter right now and just see what people are saying. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't want to have to revel in this. Just win this game, Canada. Please just win this game. Well, yeah, it's over. Can't wait for Blackhawks hockey to return. Come on. It's over. It's a 2-goal game. You've got the best team ever assembled. with over half the game left. You can't write this team off yet. To say it's over is ridiculous. I didn't even know Canada was playing now. I tune in here and they're losing. Yeah, they're getting outplayed. They're literally getting outplayed. No, they've had more possession than Finland, but Canada's not had, like, any good looks. They really have not. Does it count winning Canadian tears if we aren't the ones that made them cry? No, it doesn't mean the same. I mean, I'm still going to point and laugh. I'm still going to point and laugh at them. It does not mean the same thing. It doesn't mean the same thing. I want to be the one to do it, you know? So, like, I want Canada to win this game. Don't lose to fucking Finland, Canada. Don't lose to Finland. Please. If Canada loses this game, I hope we lose to Slovakia, and just so that we can play Canada in the bronze. I'll sink the ship I'm working on to kill the captain. I don't care. It's over. Alaya, I told you. Alaya, I told you this Canadian team was overrated. Don't say I didn't tell you. It's 1 a.m. where I am right now. Won't be mad about an unexpected game. That's sick. Where are you at? Man, Canada sucks. If they lose to one guy and everything falls apart. I don't want to hear that cope. I don't think Sidney Crosby in this game would magically have them up 2-0. Sidney Crosby was in the game against Czechia. They almost lost that game. Sidney Crosby is the 4th best, maybe the 5th best player on this Canada team. I don't want to hear the excuse about Crosby being out. The Americans didn't get that excuse in the gold medal game or in the Four Nations final game when they didn't have Matthew Tkachuk or Quinn Hughes. The Canadians did not let us have that excuse. They didn't. I'm not letting Canadians, Sidney Crosby, our 5th best player, is out, so we can't. Shut the fuck up. You have a star-studded lineup with McKinnon and McDavid and Celebrini and Makar. It's Finland. I don't want to hear the excuses. It's fucking Finland. I know they have a good team. They're not as good as the Canadians. The Canadians were like minus 500 to win this hockey game. To all you sports bettors, that's not even, you don't even play that. You wouldn't even bet on that. You're supposed to win this game. I don't care about Sidney Crosby being out. That's a joke. And if it happened for the Americans, I wouldn't use that as an excuse. I still said the Americans should beat Canada last year in Four Nations without 2 of their most important players. It doesn't matter who's out. You're Canada. This is Finland. Get a grip. But that's going to be the sentiment on Twitter. It's going to be like, we didn't have Crosby. Because Canadians are just gutless. They're spineless. They really are. I'm sorry. They're going to just roll the excuse, roll the propaganda. All these talking heads in the Canadian media are actually going to be giving them the excuse. They should be embarrassed. If you lose this game, it should be complete and utter embarrassment. Book Bedard a flight to Milan right now. Connor Bedard better be on a plane. If Connor Bedard were there, this wouldn't happen. That's my excuse for Canada. Finns get it out. Damn, this hot sauce is spicy as fuck. Jeez. Give me some Canadian tears. My pancakes are dry as hell. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Canada loses bronze game 2 and they're medalists? They ain't losing to Slovakia. They'll tweet out, Hockey Canada will tweet out Bronze shines just as bright as gold. Did you see that? Hockey Canada tweeted the Canadian team losing, and they said silver shines just as bright. Silver shines just as bright. No, it doesn't. It doesn't shine even close as bright. Silver does not shine just as bright. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I'm cooking it up now. If Canada loses this hockey game, I'm tweeting bronze shines just as bright. Please, please, just win this game, Canada. Just win this fucking game. Don't rob us of this. If we get robbed of Canada-US gold medal because of this unserious Canadian team, I'm going to be pissed off. This is shocking. Still so much game left, chat. Still a ton of time for the Canadians to work with. Don't sound the alarms yet. Finland wins the draw. They get it out. Canada's going to start really putting on the pressure. Finland can't just sit back if they want to win this game. Canada will score 2 goals, 3 goals on them if they just sit back and defend. And if they just resort to dumping and chasing like the U.S. did against Sweden, Canada will tie this game up. I promise you. Sam Bennett to Thomas Harley. Over to Marchand. Oh. Marchand's pass just out of the reach of Bennett. Here's Harley. Shoots one from the point. Ooh, Saros holds on. Looked a little awkward, but he made the save. How did Finland score? I'll tell you after I chew. They're winning the special teams battle. They scored. Sam Bennett took a stupid penalty in the first period. I kind of liked it because he barreled into UC Saros, but took a penalty. Aho wins the draw, and Rantanen just snipes it top corner straight off the faceoff. Ooh, Celebrini with a good look. Didn't get much on that shot, though. Rantanen just ripped the shot right off the faceoff. Like, Aho literally wins the draw, and Rantanen just snipes it top corner. Binnington wasn't ready. And then second goal came in the second period. Canada was on the power play. Yoel Armia made a great physical play along the wall. Reinhart carried the puck into the zone, and Armia just smashed him and chipped it out. And Eric Haula just went in on a clean breakaway and went forehand, backhand, and absolutely cooked Jordan Binnington. So it's been special teams for the Finns. I harp on special teams all the time on this channel. Super important, especially in, single elimination tournaments. I'm eating a sausage, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel with hot sauce for whoever asked. Oh, Finland gets it out. Canada really putting the pressure on. They're going to get a goal here before the end of the period. Especially if this keeps up. Finland can't get anything going. Good stick check there from Armia. Jarvis. Ooh. Saros makes the save. Granlund gets on it. Just hoists it out. They need to try to connect a couple passes. Need your reaction to the Bears news? It's criminal, man. It's criminal. The Indiana Bears. It's fucking shameful and gutless. I don't care if they're still going to be called the Chicago Bears. I don't care if Hammond, Indiana is closer to Chicago than... People are like, Hammond, Indiana is closer to Chicago than Arlington Heights is. Arlington Heights is smack dab in the suburbs, in the heart of Bears country. Arlington Heights would have been more accessible for Chicago Bears fans. Hammond, Indiana is way further. Terrible. It's terrible. Can't wait to cheer for my team against the Gary Bears. Yeah, see? All the rival fans are going to call us the Indiana Bears. It's embarrassing. Tom Brady, my friend said, a guy like Tom Brady should never have to step foot in Hammond, Indiana. Imagine Tom Brady in Hammond, Indiana. But yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy at all about it. I'm not happy about Canada losing this fucking hockey game to Finland either. Indiana Bears of Chicago? No, they would never. It'll never not be the Chicago Bears. But still. There are tons of teams who play not in the city. Like the Jets do it, the 49ers do it. I think the Chiefs do it. There are a ton of teams that play outside their city. That doesn't mean I want my team to do it, you know? Arlington Heights I could be okay with. Hammond, Indiana's gutless. Canadians keep it in. Ooh, Suzuki goes down behind the net. Finland gets on it. Battle along the boards in front of the Finnish bench. Canadians come up with it. Makar's pass gets tipped. Aho dumps it in. Top line out for the Finns. Turnover from the Canadians on the blue line. Celebrini retrieves. Up to McKinnon. McKinnon into the zone. Nathan McKinnon shoots. UC Saros makes the save. Come on, man. I'm checking Twitter again. Yup. Attaboy Tavo. Love to see Tavo Teravainen winning those board battles. That's all I care about in this game. How is Tavo Teravainen playing along the wall, chat? Here's Celebrini. Ooh, good shot. Good save from Saros. Uh-oh, McKinnon. Couldn't find anyone. Here's Granlund. Maybe on a counterattack. Into the Canada zone. Shielding the puck. Drives it to the net. Gets put wide. McKinnon turns the puck over. Oh, bad play there from... Was that Teravainen? It was. Uh-oh. Here's Oli Mata, Blackhawks legend. Dumps the puck into the zone. Sam Bennett plays it off the wall to himself because Drew Doughty's so fucking slow. Sam Bennett's flying right now. Mikula and Bennett battling in the corner. Back to the point. Doughty. Listerainen and Doughty. Lindell carries it out for the Finns. He's got Sanheim on him. He loses the puck in the corner. High stick here on Lindell. He got his teammate Marchand. Sanheim, John with Lindell. Lindell not liking it. Lindell contests. All right. It's cream cheese time. It's time to get creamy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I need my breakfast, chat. I'm going to be on stream all day. You know? Big power play opportunity here for the Canadians. Hopefully it does not go as badly for them as the last one did. That was such a good defensive play there. Just hitting the deck. They need to get a goal before this period's over. Not necessarily, but it'd be big. Still so much time. Here's McDavid down low. Ooh, Celebrini, what a pass. McKinnon not ready for it. McKinnon's pass for Crosby gets tipped. Crosby, McDavid. Crosby's dead. Here's McCarr. Over to McKinnon. Back to McCarr. McCarr loads up the shot. Shoots. Oof. Blocker save. McDavid back to McCarr. Over to McDavid now. Has Celebrini. Oh. Was looking for Reinhart in the slot. Didn't get it to him. Here's McDavid now. The right side. Back to McCarr. Shoots. Scores. Reinhart tips it. Canada on the board. 2-1. 2-1 Finland. The Canada power play delivers, finally. There we go, chat. Wow. Wow. Cale Makar literally took that shot at Reinhardt's stick. That was insane. All right. Game on, chat. Finland can't sit back. They got to get something going. You know? They will lose. I'm more upset about it being a dome than it being in Indiana. It was always going to be a dome. That's like the new... You need a dome. You have to have a dome. Because you get people... You get the opportunities to like host more events with like a state-of-the-art facility that's a dome. It was always going to be a dome. You weren't going to make a new stadium for it to not be a dome. Celebrini, iPad kid confirmed. Gosh, stop glazing Celebrini. He's ass. Jeez. That Eric Howell goal was so gross. Jordan Bennington's fucking sucks. The Bills aren't building a dome. It doesn't have a roof? That's really stupid of the Bills. I'm not one of these purists. I don't care. Like, I think best scenarios, you have, like, one that can be converted from a dome to not a dome, but you don't want your team not playing in a dome, bro. Maybe that's an L take. Maybe the elements are good. I don't know. You're not moving away from Soldier Field to just build like another mid stadium. All right. Marner tries to chip it into the finish zone. He can't get it past Rantanen, though. Lekkonen's pass, miss Aho. It goes all the way for icing. That goal was insane. Yeah, it was nice. Finally. Canada's not going to lose this game. I don't think, but I would love for them to sweat as much as possible about it. Oh, here's Makar. Couldn't do anything with it. Tays over to Makar. Uh-oh, loses the puck to Aho. Back to the point. Here's Olimata. Shot comes in. Oh, Yoki Haru's shot almost got tipped. Binnington tries... no, he leaves it for Tays. Puck battle in the corner. Attaboy, Tavo. Lean on him, Tavo. Canada lifts it out. Horvat tries to carry it into the zone, loses it though. Here's Hintz to Granlund. Nice move from Granlund. Shoots! Oh! Wow. Good look from Mikael Granlund there. We've seen him snipe those before. Jeepers, man. Jeepers. We got a game on our hands. Do you guys think the U.S. are going to have similar trouble with Slovakia? Is this how you guys see that game going too? What do you think? McKinnon plays one over to Doughty in their own end. Doughty tries to rim it around for McKinnon. It gets out of the Canadian zone, but only as far as Lindell at center ice. Nice play falling over Listerine there. They get it in deep. Ooh. Sanheim and Bennington, a little awkward one there. Doughty carrying over to McDavid. Doughty's slow ass. I can't believe they took Drew Doughty to this tournament. Oh, they did it to themselves. Canada, you're not winning gold, and you did it to yourself. This team's not good. This team's not good enough. Sorry. Here's Colton Parayko. Wilson. Oh, I thought that went in. I thought he found Bennett there in the crease. Good look for the Canadians. Aho carries it in. He gets hit, though. Dispossessed. Marchand first on the loose puck. Here comes Harley. Just throws one towards the net. Finland carries it out. Oh, icing. Icing on Finland. Who scored the Canada goal? It was Reinhart on the power play. It was a shot from the point from Makar that he basically shot it at Reinhardt's stick looking for the tip. It was really gross. All 3 goals have come on special teams in this game. There's not been a 5-on-5 goal. There haven't really been very many good 5-on-5 chances. So what should be the message? Stay out of the fucking box. Here's McDavid doing McJesus stuff. Oh. He just dangled a guy out of his shorts and tried to spin a ram a pass. Didn't connect. For those that aren't watching and just listening, McDavid almost just did some other shit. Makar almost turns the puck over. McKinnon gets on it in the neutral zone. His pass gets to Celebrini. Tries to hard rim. It gets to McDavid. Oh, McDavid tried to catch Saros out. That would have been sneaky. McDavid picked one up off the wall and just threw it at the net as quick as possible. Saros got across, though. Olimata plays it for Henry Jokiharju. A couple of Blackhawks legends connecting. Finland turns it over. Suzuki dumps it into the finish zone. Here's Marner below the goal line. Doesn't find a pass. Rope Hintz gets on it and just hoists it out of the finish zone. Bench McDavid. If the Sweden coach was coaching this Canada team, he would bench McDavid probably. He probably would bench McDavid. That Sweden coach is a fucking moron. No. My cream. Finland gets it out. 51 seconds left in the period. Celebrini gets it in deep. Olimata gets hit from McDavid, but gets it out. This is probably going to go all the way for icing. It does. 36 seconds left. Ozone draw for the Canadians. I think you guys can win that game convincingly unless Slovakia all of a sudden turns up. I mean, they've been turning up all tournament long. These Canadian fans. Jordan Binnington with an 800 save percentage thus far into the game. Big game Binner, they call him. Big game Binner. 800 save percentage. That's the best you got. Here's Jokiharju. Plays it off the wall. Finns get it out. Lindell chips it in. Binnington has to just glove it. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Finns with 22 seconds left. Interesting. Very interesting. Cream mentioned. Shots are 22-11 in favor of the Canadians. Finns have only had 3 shots on goal this period, though. It's been all Canada. They got way too comfortable with the 2-goal lead. Let this be a lesson to the Americans. The Finns are going to blow this game. Let it be a lesson to the Americans. If you get a lead, you can't just sit on your hands and try to play defense for the remainder of the game. It won't work. This Canada team will hurt you. And Rantanen just tries to hold on to that puck along the boards, takes a hit. That's the end of period 2. Score is 2-1 for the Finns. Finland. A little bit of extracurriculars, a little kerfuffle after the period ends. Rantanen going back and forth with a couple of the Canadians. Mikko Rantanen. Savage. Is it illegal to make someone who is like 300 pounds stand as a goalie to prevent goals? No. You can have a fat guy in net, But a fat guy in net's not going to be good because nobody's that big to literally take up the entire net. And so if you're super fat and you can't move around, it's going to be so easy for a novice hockey player to score on you. They've tested this theory out before. Like they had a sumo wrestler play goalie. He was terrible. It's not hard for NHL players to like pick corners of a net against a goalie that doesn't move. You know? No, Canada doesn't have any Blackhawks players. Correct. Yes, Finland does have Teuvo Teravainen, a Blackhawks player. They also have a couple of former Blackhawks and Olli Mata and Henri Jokiharju. All right, who do I need to be talking to on Twitter? Come on, guys. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. What do I need to do to edit this to make it easier for you guys to see? All right. Eerie. I love these tweets. I love seeing these tweets that like slander a guy right before he has a massive moment. Sam Reinhart has done absolutely nothing this tournament. Scores the goal. Gosh, man. So much dumb shit on Twitter. Actually, you know what? I should just go to my own tweets and reply to some people. I know there was also, remember this tweet? Remember me glazing Quinn Hughes before the tournament started? What's the jersey choice today? I'm cheering for Team Canada right now, so I'm wearing the Labatt blue. I'm wearing the Labatt blue jersey because I'm cheering for the Canadians. Okay, I'm going to reply to this guy for sure. Let's see what else. I just want to come back to this stupid tweet of yours and say hi. You actually no ball. Wow. All right. Where was that guy? Ooh. Shiver me timbers. This Canada forward group is just oh so scary. Please beat Finland. Lol, bro. Boop. Why the hell is Twitter white? It's always white. Don't make it dark. That's disgusting. That is truly disgusting. Actually, why am I sitting so far over? I should just move this camera. Wrong way. All right. I had some others that people were... This guy talks so much shit to me. My favorite non-ball knower on this app. Please beat Finland, lil bro, LOL. If you don't, think about all the shit you talked to me. Ha 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 ha. This Canada team is low-key ass. Period, period, period. This guy talks so much shit to me. Oh, I need to go to replies. I had people talking shit to me on replies. A lot of replies. No, this kid will get it after the game. He'll get it after the game if they lose. I'll save him for later. Where's SRM Scott? Why aren't you in my stream? Are you ducking this fade? You glazed this Canadian team way too hard to not be in stream for this. SRM Scott should be here. Lee, don't jinx it. I want the Canadians to win. I'm not jinxing anything. I literally want the Canadians to win. It's just all these people that I'm talking shit to acted like Canada was so much better than everyone else, and they're not. They're literally not. They're going to scrape this win out by the skin on their teeth. They're going to win this game by a taint hair. Like, I know Canada's going to win this game, chat. They're going to win this game. But just all these people talking like it's going to be hard watching the Hawks after the Olympics. No, it's not. It's going to be fun. You don't know ball. I keep receipts, chat. I keep receipts. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one, chat. This is going to be a good one. Darcy is a massive game changer. Is this Darcy in the room with us? Oh, I'm having so much fun. I know Canada, chat. I know Canada's going to win this hockey game. You got to get your licks in when you can. You don't understand. You guys don't know. You guys don't understand what happens to my mentions on Twitter when the USA struggles. I get blown up. So I gotta give it back. Just make it to the gold medal game, LOL. This Canada team is not as impressive as you think it is. That was a good one. That was a really good one. This tweet is so bad. This kid tried to hit me with the "you don't know" ball, talking about Makar and Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson has played one game in the tournament. If you like watch the sport like you claim to, you would know that this was going to be Jordan Binnington's net. But he didn't know. He didn't know. Did you see all those people talking about did you see how many of those people were talking about Logan Thompson and Darcy Kemper? Like, what? What are, like, these Canadians fans even talking about? They love to be like, you don't know the sport, but then are just, like, wrong. I'm going to gloat. I'm going to. Like, I said this Canada team was not as good as everyone was saying it was. Like, I've been doubting this team. I've been doubting them. I still think Canada is going to win this game. Finland is going to... I shouldn't say that. Finland is going to lose this game. I think Finland is going to lose this game. They're going to play way too defensive, try to suffocate them, and just completely resort to the dump and chase. It's going to be what the U.S. did against Sweden, but for this entire period, chat. If they don't do that, Finland could win this game. But I think they're going to do what the U.S. did for the final 10, 15 minutes against Sweden, and they're going to lose. Logan Thompson is a Wayne Gretzky level talent. Stop. How is Canada even losing right now? Because they're like, it's been a special teams. Like they've kind of lost the special teams battle. They have one power play goal. They've given up a short-handed goal, and the Finns have a power play goal. And like they're flawed. Like they're a really solid team. They have an amazing top six, or like they have like amazing top four players, but they're not impenetrable. They're very beatable. They don't have like the size up front. I don't think they have the size or the meanness up front, and they're just not as good as like the Americans are defensively. They aren't. That's how they're losing this game. They're losing this game because they're not the best team ever assembled, like everybody on TSN. Like, I watched so much Canadian media before this tournament. Every single Canadian, and I'm not just talking about, like, media people. I'm talking about, like coaches and scouts, like, people who know the sport. They were just blindly double-wristing this team like it was some immovable object. It's not. It's not. It never was. That's the thing. It's not because of this Crosby injury. This was never an unbeatable team. Like, did people not remember Four Nations when the U.S. went into the Bell Center and beat them 3-1? Like, it's not an unbeatable team. It never was. Good start for the Finns here. This is what they need to do as much as possible. Like, just possess the puck in the O zone. Try to work a cycle a little bit. Good work from Canadians to get that out. Here's Yoki Haru. Stretch pass. Hits a stick. Here's Aho. Oh, puck gets past Rantanen. Here's Celebrini. 2-on-2 with McDavid. Crisscrosses. Oh. Couldn't find McKinnon there. Finns get it out. Rantanen picks it up. He's got a pass. Here's Lehkonen. Shoots! Jordan Binnington way out of his crease there. Closed the angle down. Lehkonen missed. I don't know if Binnington got a piece of that. I think Lehkonen might have just missed that shot. O-Dog and on Overdrive said this team is unbeatable after they won by double digits against the Euro teams. Yeah, I mean, a bunch of people were glazing. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to like stick my chest out too hard and say that I told you so. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a sore winner. And look, Canada is probably going to win this game, and they could still win gold. They could beat the Americans by a goal. But just this is the best team ever assembled. They're unbeatable. Nonsense. That's nonsense. Uh-oh, turnover. Here's Granlund. Or Kako, rather. Was looking for Lindell. One-timer for Kako. Misses the net. Good work by Kako here on this shift. This is exactly what the Finns have to be doing. Not sitting back. Getting guys up the ice. You can't just forecheck with one or two guys. You got to send the cavalry and keep Canada on their toes as long as possible. Because if you don't, they will just murder you. Here's Makar. Backhands one into the zone. Lindell comes up with the puck. As Lindell dumps it in. Here's Theodore with the shot. Goes just wide. Stone gets hit along the wall. Here's Mitch Marner. Leaves it for Stone. Stone dancing along the blue line. Over to Theodore. Theodore fakes a shot. What a move. It gets blocked by Aho. Olimata hits his own player. Olimata scoops it out of the Finnish zone. Now here comes the pressure from the Canadians. Let's see what they can do. McKinnon leaves it for McDavid. Here's McJesus into the zone. Shoots! Oh, he is scary. That McDavid guy. Celebrini with the shot. Sucked up by Saros. Whoa. Saved by Saros. Consumed by Saros. Here comes the pressure from the Canadians. Let's see what they got, chat. Let's see what they got. Oh, here's that Letkinen shot. Yeah, he just completely sailed it wide. You might not get another look like that all game. Canada wins the draw. Shot comes in. Saros had no clue where that was. Good thing it got blocked out for the Finns. Saros had no clue where that puck was. Makar is a killer from that range. Here's Celebrini. Dumps it in. Saros tries to play it behind his net. Uh-oh. Here's McKinnon. Oh, he couldn't find Taze there. Could have been a really good look for the Canadians. McKinnon not able to connect with his Colorado Avalanche teammate there. Uh-oh. Marchand just stole a stick. Here's Anton Lindell. He's in it! Oh my gosh, Bennington just gets a piece of it. I thought he scored. That would have been nightmarish. Now here comes Wilson. Over to Marchand. Marchand! Oh, cross, hits a skate, gets out. Now here comes Lindell. How fun is this? Just back and forth. I thought this was going to be a way tighter period. I am loving how open this is. This is fun as a neutral. I guess I can't really call myself a neutral. I don't know what I am in this game. Here's Yoki Haru. Plays it along the boards. Oh my gosh, what a hit. Holy fuck, Tom Wilson. Was that Granlund? He just ran him over. My goodness. Hagel, haven't seen him at all this game. Gets one on net. Saros covers. Wow. This is a fun start to the period. Not a lot of whistles. That was flying hockey. That's fun as hell. Imagine Leafs losing in the first round, but on national television, but on national level, the takes, spins, and post-mortem would be legendary. It's going to be insane. Yeah. It's going to be diabolical. I need a GM Ben Pope. All right. I DM'd Ben to make sure he's good. I cannot have the U.S. game going to overtime. I need that game ending as soon as possible because I'm supposed to be talking to Ben Pope at 5 o'clock. Colorado's going to win the Cup this year. They're the favorite. They've got a wagon, but it is the Stanley Cup playoffs. I thought the Colorado Avalanche were going to win the Cup last year. All right, here's Aho into the Canadian zone. Puck held in. Devontae's retrieves over to Sanheim. Hagel chips it into the finish zone. Hiskinen with the big hit on Hagel. Shot from the point from Theodore gets deflected. Sanheim gets kind of edged off the puck by Granlund. Teravainen can't get it up the wall, though. Hit hard by Reinhart. Miro Hiskinen plays it off the glass. Can't get it out, though. Sanheim keeps it. Here's Horvat. Finds Reinhart. Back to Horvat. Now Theodore at the point. Shot comes in. Saros gloves it. 11:57. Big face-off here. Canadians win it, but Finland is going to get on the puck here. Saros stops it behind his net. Finland gets it out. No icing. Oh, shot comes in. Oh, Capo Caco, what a move! Oh my gosh, Capo Caco playing like McDavid. Thomas Harley. Over to Marner. Carries it into the finish zone. Suzuki gets hit along the boards. Oh, no. Taze with a good shot. Saros makes the save. Here's Harley. Whew. That goes wide. Finns get it out. This is going to be icing. Wow. Canada starting to pour it on here, chat. Almighty Canada, this team looks ass. Try to tell you. Try to tell you. They don't look ass. They just don't look like a world beater. They don't look unbeatable. That's my whole thing. I got the Stars winning this year. You mean Team Finland? Team Finland is basically just the Florida Panthers plus the Dallas Stars. It's basically Team Finland. Here's Makar. Whew, his shot goes wide. Celebrini gets on it. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon trying to find Taze. Oh, Celebrini, what a move. That would have been his fucking Bobby Orr moment. Thank God he missed that. I do not want to see Celebrini be the guy to tie this up. Here's Hiskinen. Ooh, Binnington makes the save. Aho battling behind the net. Makar comes up with the puck. 10 minutes left in the game for the Canadians to work with. Down a goal. They've had all the momentum here. Been putting a lot of pressure on the Finns. What just happened? My broadcast. Okay, it's back. Marchand towards the middle of the net. Oh! Saros makes the save. Marchand driving that to the dangerous area, nearly scoring. Wow. Let's go Finns. Finland takes care of their citizens. Team Canada would be Finland beaters if they had a player named Connor Bedard. Facts. Should have brought Bedard. Should have brought Bedard. Now you're in back-to-back games staring down a 1-goal deficit with, a few minutes left. My illegal stream is down? No. I pay for Peacock. I have Peacock. It's not an illegal stream. Oh my gosh, man. Canada. They're going to have the looks. They're going to have the chances. They're going to have the ozone time. Who's going to step up? They need someone to step up and score the goal. Yo. Kanserov? What about Kanserov? What'd he do? Roman Kanserov officially takes the lead for most points in a single season from a U21 player in KHL history. It's pretty nuts. All right, big draw here. They fall on it. Canada gets it. Theodore. Here's Sanheim. Oh my gosh, bodies in front. I don't know if that was Howler or Saros who made the save. Wilson keeps it in for the Canadians. Winds up a blast. It doesn't get through. Theodore back to Wilson. Wilson shoots. That one gets through. Uh-oh, Saros is down. They score! The Canadians score to tie it up. It's 2-2. Finns are protesting. They want goalie interference. There they go. Shea Theodore. I wanna see what happened here with Saros. Canada. It's times like these I'm so happy I work from home. I mean, yeah, Marchand fell on Saros. Marchand fell on Saros. They're saying that's kind of crazy to me. He's in the crease. That's sure, like, in the NHL. I don't know. This IHF, these refs are fucking weird, man. In the NHL, that would be goalie interference, like, all day long. We've seen way less than that in the NHL this year be called for goalie interference. I think that's kind of crazy the Finns aren't challenging. It's because they're scared they're going to get it wrong, and then Canada's going to get the power play. That's pretty crazy. If I'm Finland, I would challenge that just because, like, you're here. Like, do you really feel good about, like, overtime or, like, these final few minutes against the Canadians? Like, I wouldn't. I would have challenged that. You had the lead. Like, I would sell out for that. I would totally have sold out for that. And I do think it was goalie interference. Marchand fell on Saros in the crease, and then Canada scores 2 seconds later. Pretty crazy. Canadians are lucky, especially after how much they've bellyached about the officiating. Marchand's all sorts of fired up. That is sick. All right, game on. Tie game, man. Another sweat fest for the Canadians. Here's Mata. His shot doesn't get all the way through. Aho just got totally interfered with. No call there. Why did they not challenge? Because if with these referees, with the double IHF, like, if you get that wrong, then Canada goes on the power play with 8 minutes left. You don't, that's what they were scared of. That's why. I'm not saying that I think it's a good justification. I'm just saying that's why the Finns did not challenge that. That's why they didn't. The refs in this tournament have not been good. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Canada dumps it in. Listerainen works it out to Kakko. Listerainen hits Makar. Canadians get on it. Sanheim passes it up. Goes all the way. Should be icing here. It will be. 7:43 left. D-zone draw for the Canadians. That non-call was criminal. Yeah. I mean, it's goalie interference. Brad Marchand was in the crease and fell on UC Saros. Unless they were worried about... So Haula and Marchand were kind of body to body. Haula did push him a little bit. Oh, shot comes in. Gets tipped. 3-on-2 for the Canadians, maybe. Horvat just throws it in to the glove. Oh, they called it offsides. Oh, Canada. That Suzuki tip was so gross. Damn. Pretty sick shot from Theodore. I love to see the celebrations. I love to see these guys get fired up. It's awesome. Parayko dumps it. Uh-oh! Almost a brutal turnover for the Finns. Celebrini not able to reach that puck. Finland gets it out. It's going to be icing. Jeez, a lot of whistles. A lot of whistles, man. This final 7 minutes is going to take 25 minutes. With how many whistles there have been. Bedard would have gotten on that puck. Bedard would have gotten there. Teravainen dumps it into the Canadian zone. Makar's there. Almost coughs it up. It comes to Aho! Oh! Binnington made the save. That was close, though. He almost misjudged that shot. Binnington's coming really far out of his crease to make saves. Here's McKinnon. Gains the line to McDavid. McDavid gets absolutely slammed by Ristolainen. Oh! Centering pass! Celebrini puts it wide! You're up 2-0. It's kind of on you if you lose. I mean, yeah, it is Canada. Like, they do have the most offensive firepower, to be fair. Puck's under Wilson and Rantanen. And we get a whistle. 6:14. You think it's on them? Jeez, oh, that was a big blocker save from Benier. That would have been awesome if Celebrini turned it over. That would have been so sick if Celebrini turned it over for the game-losing goal. Bedard would have made that. Facts, obviously. He wouldn't have missed the net from there. 98 doesn't miss the net from there. All right, here comes the Finns. They hard rim it. Puck doesn't get to Ristolainen. Wow, really good play along the wall from Wilson. Here comes Sam Bennett. Drops it to Marchand. Heiskanen over to Olimata. Olimata passes it up to Kakko. Ristolainen looking for Hintz. Doesn't connect on the pass. Puck goes into the Finnish bench, unless they called that offsides. I can't tell. 5.5. Bedard better than Celebrini. Fact. Obviously true. What do you guys think? Is this destined for overtime? Or will there be a late hero? Man, I'm getting anxious. And I don't even care. I don't even care about these teams. "37-year-old Brad Marchand." Let's see. Celebum. It's 3-on-3. Yeah. Yeah. Endless 3-on-3. No, it's not endless 3-on-3. That Marner OT goal was so nasty. His celebration was cringe as fuck, though. This Quinn Hughes goal. Bink! Man, Quinn Hughes, what a player. Sweet Prince, bro. Huh? Our sweet Prince. Canada wins the draw. Makar to McDavid. Makar, one-timer! Saros makes the save. Jeepers. That was a howitzer. Straight into the breadbasket. Needed a tip there. Canada dumps it in. McDavid's the first one there. Picks it up behind the net. Gets shoved off of it by Montempalo. Jeez. He just kind of got bodied there, McDavid did. Here's Binnington. Plays it behind Taze. Canada gets back on it. Makar tries to break it out. Finds McDavid. Here's Celebrini. Curls back after he gains the line. Plays it in for McKinnon. McKinnon shrugs off the check. Oh, centers! Didn't find Celebrini. Teravainen works it out. Thomas Harley gains the line. Drops for Celebrini. Plays it back for Harley. It gets past him, though. Goes all the way to Stone. Back to the point, Parayko. Here's Stone. Works it to the middle of the ice. Drop pass. Here's Marner. Makes a nice move. Shoots! Oh, what a save from UC Saros. Mitch Marner almost had back-to-back hero moments for Canada. Wow. Nice move from Mitchie there. Here's Suzuki. Offsides on the Finns. 4 minutes to go in regulation. Oh my gosh. Jeez, that would have been an insane goal from Marner. That would have been nuts. All right, Theodore plays it along the wall. Did Finland keep that in? Wow. No. Out of play. Dude, these whistles. I told you guys the final 7 minutes were going to take an hour and a half. McDavid just got tapped on the shoulder. McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini line over the boards. Damn, that's a sick line. Big dogs over the board for Canada to take this D-zone draw. Makar and Taze, the defenseman. All the big dogs out for Canada. Lindell line out for the Finns. Lindell wins the draw, snaps it back. Lindell throws one to the net. Binnington saves it. Another whistle. 3:39 left now. I can see hero or superstar, but sweet prince, bro. Bedard isn't your sweet prince. Still bitter about Bedard. Damn right. I am. I'm still bitter about Bedard. Maybe you wouldn't be tied with Finland with 4 minutes to go if you had Bedard. Maybe. Maybe you needed a little bit more of offense. Maybe you had another offensive superstar instead of Seth Jarvis and Bo Horvat to play on your second line. You know? You have one injury and all of a sudden you don't have anybody to play up there. I didn't stop the clock. We're at 3:32. Time is not moving, dude. How many whistles? It's like we get 9 seconds of hockey before the next whistle. Hiskinen plays it in. Harley gets it from Binnington. Over to Parayko. Up to Wilson. Now here's Sam Bennett through the neutral zone with speed. Gains the line. Avoids the check. And throws a tough angle shot into the glove of UC Saros. 3:08. A lot of extracurriculars here. Guys grabbing each other. Announcer said McDavid and Celebrini are on the ice every other shift. Yeah. They are. They have been playing that Celebrini, McDavid, McKinnon line into the ground. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, you can't do that against the Americans. You're not going to be able to do that against the Americans. The Americans will roll 3 lines. The U.S. will roll 3 lines. If you're going to have those guys playing over 20 minutes, they're going to get beat down. They're not going to have the energy in the big moments. Late in the game, I see the script, man. I see the script. USA is going to score a late goal. They're going to wear Canada down. They're going to play physical with them early and wear them down. I've seen it. But first, Canada has to get through Finland for my dream to become reality. Here's Makar. Oh, pass into the skates of McKinnon. Celebrini makes a nice move. Gets it! Oh my gosh! How did that stay out? The backhander from McKinnon. Oh my gosh, and he twirls around like a ballerina and draws the high sticking call. Canada going to the peeper with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. You should have just challenged. You should have just challenged the fucking goalie interference if you're Finland. They tweaked. And now Mikkola goes to the box for the Finns, who would definitely be on the penalty kill. All right, they're going to show this this McKinnon chance. Oh my gosh, Saros almost put it in his own net off the knob of his own stick. It just crawled up the shaft of his stick. Holy cow. Oh, it was a high stick. He sold it like crazy though. Uh-oh. Here's Reinhart! Saros makes the save and the second chance opportunity. Heiskanen battling in the corner. Finland can't get it out. Makar holds it. Here's McKinnon. Oh, it hits Reinhart's skate. McKinnon still has it. Left-hand corner. Weighing his options. Passes it across for McDavid. Makar, one-timer. Shoots wide. Heiskanen and McKinnon battling in the corner. Celebrini joins. Lindell helping. McKinnon comes up with the puck. 1:20 left on the power play. Here's Makar at the point. Over to McDavid on the right side. Looking for Reinhart in the middle. Makes a move around Listerainen. McKinnon one-timer. Shoots it wide. It goes all the way out. All the way out. Finland should be able to make a change here. Here's McKinnon. Picks up some speed. Drops it for McDavid. Watch him fly. Maybe offsides. They don't call it. Celebrini. Back to the point. Makar. Passes it over. It's Reinhart on the right side. Gives it to McDavid. They're going to switch. Makar. Back to McDavid. He's got some room. Goes to the center of the ice. Finds a pass. Celebrini. One-timer saved. Puck's still free behind the net. Here's McKinnon. Left corner. Bobbles the puck. Circles around. Doesn't have a passing option. Back to Makar. Makar takes his space. McDavid shoots! Saros makes the save. McDavid gets back on the puck. 16 seconds left on the power play. McKinnon has it in the corner. Loses it. Teravainen battling. Oh, here's McDavid. Looks off the pass. One-timer! McKinnon scores! McKinnon scores with 35 seconds with the pass from McDavid. And surely the Canadians are going to advance to the gold medal game. Wow, wow, wow. Heartbreaking for the Finns. You should have challenged. I don't feel bad for them. They should have challenged the goalie interference call. McKinnon, the hero, from McDavid. The two best players in the world link up. Wow, wow, wow. What a goal. Oh, He just snuck it in. Not even a huge celebration from McKinnon. Just jubilation. They can't believe it. Looking up at the clock. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Now let's get a U.S. win. And we're set up for the greatest game. Minus 475 comes home. A real nail-biter for minus 475. Elia, never a doubt. Never a doubt, Elia. What are they looking at? Imagine it's offsides. Imagine it's offsides. Did you guys hear me say? Did you guys hear me say offsides? They don't call it. I saw it. I saw it when it happened. Can they show the replay? Peacock? Hello, NBC? Are you going to give the... Oh, yeah, let's just look at a 2,000-person multi-view. Tell me it was Celebrini offsides. Tell me Celebrini went off. All right, now play it. I think that might be offsides. That's as close as it gets. But I think that's offsides. Oh my gosh. That is as close as it gets. I think that might be offsides, man. I fucking sniffed that. I saw that live. You see, I eat my carrots. I've got good eyesight. I saw that shit live. Go back. I called it. Hey, if I was the ref, I would have blown that dead right there. I would have blown it dead live. I saw it. I think that's offsides. I think his skate's fully in. Canada will get bailed out. Canada will get bailed out. I hope they get bailed out. It'll be awesome. It'll be fuel for the fire. I'll get to say on my... I'm going to record a pod with Justin tomorrow morning. And I'm going to say, Canada, that goal shouldn't have counted. It was offsides. Here it comes. After review. Confirmed. Not offsides. Wow. Canada. Canada with a couple of questionable ones. Canada with a couple of lucky ones. Canada getting the much-needed boost from the officials in this game. The goalie interference on the second goal. And that offsides. Wow. Very lucky, Canada. Very lucky. I'm sure I've got a bunch of dorks on Twitter talking shit to me. You guys won by the refs. You had a gift. You had a gift. Oh my goodness. Brutal. And so now Finland has to play this. They got to pull their goalie now. Don't chip it in, Rantanen. You just got to try to carry it. Extra attacker on, so it's 5-on-5. 24 seconds. That was a bad pass into the skates. So it's going to be a draw. Is it going to be a draw in the Canada zone? Just hope it don't happen to us. Yeah. I don't want to get screwed by the refs like Finland did in this game. Poor Finland, man. They got screwed. That second goal was so obviously goalie interference. Poor Finns. Canada barely scraping by. The unbeatable greatest team ever assembled. The Avengers, they were calling them. Barely scraping by Czechia, barely scraping by the Finns. I've got news for you, chat. I got news for you, chat. The USA aren't Finland. The USA aren't Czechia. I'm sorry. It's going to have to be a whole lot better than this for the Canadians to beat the Americans. It's going to have to get a lot better than what we've seen. I'm not saying they aren't capable. I'm just saying it has to be much better than this because USA will win, and I'm going to say they will win comfortably if Canada plays like this against the Americans. I'd take USA minus 1.5 right. If I didn't already have money on US to win gold, and I was just betting this gold medal game, I'd take USA minus 1.5. It would probably be like plus 220. Canada's not been convincing. They have one line. USA score prediction. If things go the way they should, it should be like 4-1 USA. But who knows? These games have been close and random and dodgy. Rantanen fakes the shot. Aho takes it from Rantanen. Oh no, the drop pass from Rantanen completely misses Heiskanen. That's going to do it. 5 seconds. Shoot it! Oh, he didn't get anything on the... Aho didn't get anything on it. And he gets shoved after the whistle. Okay. Let's go. We got Canada in the gold medal game. This Canada team is mid-pack. This Canada team is mid as fuck. Oh my gosh. Best team ever assembled. It's laughable. If this is the best team ever assembled, what is Finland? Is this Finland lineup without Barkov one of the greatest teams ever assembled? They had Canada on the fucking ropes. What are they looking at here? Just end the game. What time is it? Oh my gosh. Why is the US game not for 2 hours? Oh, they said 1.3. So Finland gets one more face-off play. All right, Aho to take the draw. 4 guys in front. Can you even win this and get a shot off in 1.3? It doesn't matter. Canada wins the draw. Canada going to the gold medal game, courtesy of the referees. Are you that confident in USA? How can I not be? How can I not be? This Canada team has been on the ropes. This Canada team has been on the ropes against 2 teams that do not have near the talent, near the defensive ability, near the goaltending that the Americans have. How can I not be confident that the U.S. are going to win the gold medal? Watch, we're gonna win 4-1 versus Slovakia. I'm going to say something crazy. The U.S. are going to be a betting favorite in the gold medal game. That's my prediction. USA will be a betting favorite in the gold medal game. Me and Ben Pope are good. Oh, he capped. He set up an interview at 4. He's going to be watching the game during an interview. Me and Ben Pope are locked in for 5 o'clock. No Barkov. Yeah. Canada's been on the ropes, man. And Canada's not played Sweden. Canada has not played a team the caliber of that the U.S. has played. U.S. has been tested more than Canada as far as like actual good teams. Enjoy it, Canada. Enjoy it. The big dogs are coming. dogs are coming, Canada. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Wow. Oh my gosh. So you won't be commenting on US versus Slovakia? I will. I'm gonna stream that. I guess I have 2 hours though. For some reason I thought these, I don't even know why I didn't even think about that. 9:40 would obviously not get to all the way to 2:10. Wait, so how long was that? 9:40, 10:40, 11:40. Like 2.5 hours. Okay. So yeah, the US game should be over before 5. Yeah, no, I'm streaming the US game. I'm streaming the US game. Did you watch any other Olympic competition other than hockey? I tuned in every once in a while, but not really. I didn't follow any events closely. I don't really care about skiing or figure skating or luge. I'm a puck knower, and that's all I am. All right. Canada does it barely. I think if you're a Canada fan and you're super confident about winning gold still, you're a fool. Not saying they can't do it, but I mean, you were on the ropes in back-to-back games. Eesh. Eesh, eesh, eesh. We'll see what the U.S. do against Slovakia. I'll be live again. I'll be live again in a couple hours. I might take a shower and eat some more food. Damn. I kind of want to... I'm not going to make a video. I don't think I'll have time for that. All right, yeah, I am going to end this stream, though, and then be back live. Be ready. Be locked in. I'll be live before the U.S. game starts. I'll do maybe a little pregame. I'll come on 15, 20 minutes before it starts. Man, Canada. Wow. The Maple Leaf, Labatt Blue, they get it done. Finland up 2-0, man. That goalie interference non-call that could have been offsides. It was close as it gets. I think they just didn't want to overturn it. Finland unlucky to not win that hockey game, but Canada gets it done. Now it's time for the